Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Alan Wake 2. I swear I've been playing this game so much that I have the Night Springs jaunty music from the DLCs stuck in my head. Not quite like permanently on repeat, but it's pretty high up there on my internal jukebox. I was thinking at the end of the last episode, so I've had a little bit of time for some of the alcohol to get through my system. Not much, just a little bit of time. It's not a complaint, but it is an observation. I love this game and I love the way it's been put together. We've just got a very powerful thing. We've got an extra slot on our charm bracelet. I feel like we're pretty close to the end of the game when we've been able to get this. And the whole nursery rhymes, all of that has been side quest stuff. Getting this extra slot so close to the end of the game doesn't feel significant. And as a design decision, I think if it was me putting all of this together, I would have the side quests as like separate things that you can explore that aren't gate locked by story progressions. So if you chose to go through all of the nursery rhymes first before like really exploring the plot, you get the benefit of that extra slot for the entirety of the story, and that's where it would really feel like it had value. At the moment, of course it has value, but it feels like the value is going to be limited by the amount of time that's left in the game. I don't know whether it carries over into New Game Plus, so obviously my opinions are subject to that limitation, but yeah, as a gameplay thing, I think I would make benefits you can get from things like that as separate to the story, so they're not tied to it in a way. Anyway, that being said, we need to go to the sheriff's station because we're back in Bright Falls. And things are carrying on.
They think they're so mysterious, their ridiculous masks. Children in costumes.
I think you're a bit ridiculous, because that looked like you were wearing a ridiculous mask.
They think they're so mysterious, their ridiculous masks. Children in costumes.
I think it's just because as I was approaching, it didn't animate your mouth properly. That looked a bit better the second time. Anyway, sheriff's station. Poor Sheriff Breaker. Tim Breaker, lost somewhere in the multiverse. In amongst the Time Breakers. So as a reminder for those watching at home, which I always say, despite the fact that you're all watching at home, we have the Sheriff Station just up here. We've already gone through and there's a manuscript page by the car. I did not see that. Go back and get it. We've already been through this area and done the bolt cutter sections, so there's not... I was going to say there's nothing else for us to find here, but apparently there's a manuscript page. Tucked away somewhere nearby. I don't see it here. Unless it's like being swept up by you somehow. Okay, time to bring up the map and zoom in. Does seem to be close to the car. Like right underneath us. Unless the game is just bugging out and we've already picked it up. And there is a chance that that's the case. Or perhaps it was in an earlier scene and now it's not possible to collect. Okay, we have investigated. We've investigated pretty thoroughly. I'll just make sure it's not the parking sign. Doesn't look like it. Onto the sheriff's station. Onto the sheriff's station via that container in the back, so we can just grab whatever last little bits are in there. So, as I was saying, we've already done the bolt cutter section within the town. There are still more containers, and there is a locked door. That's actually a lot more containers than I was expecting. There is a cult stash somewhere in this area still that we haven't found. I wonder whether it is in one of the locked rooms, either in the Oh Dear Diner or elsewhere, but we've not had a chance to be able to get into them, so that's a mystery right now. First things first, though. Containers. And it's actually in the main area, so we're going to have to go round. I hope there's an easy cut through, but I think it's going to be round the other side entirely. Not a problem, just takes us a little bit longer. Sounds like there is stuff going on in the sheriff's station. We'll make sure we've got a shotgun out when we head in there.
I don't like the sounds coming from the station.
Yeah, me either. I literally just heard them. How about you? Okay, can I open this? Can I get in? Do I have to go through the station? I've got to go through the station to get into the backyard. Meet Mayor Setter at Sumi Hall in Watery. He won't roll over on the issues. They all make so much more sense. Now I understand that it's a dog. I love stupid jokes like that. I think it's brilliant. Okay. So just before we... Let's back up. Just before we go into the sheriff's station... Let's see if there's anything else that we want to do. I think we're done. So turn 6, scratch. Now hiring. Join the Bright Falls Sheriff's Department. Okay, we want to push.
Power's out. Always a good sign.
Back.
There's Taken inside.
And no one of you stealing the toilet paper. I've been counting them, and there's an entire roll missing every day from stock. I'm pretty certain that we've seen that before.
Holding cells. Is that where they're keeping Wake?
Might be, but
Door's locked though.
it's locked, so I wanted to get in there to get out to the back garden. Bolt cutters? No. Pretty certain we don't have anything that will get us in here. So we need keys. If we're doing keys...
Anyone here?
I'm here in the closet.
Hi.
Agent Estevez? Is that you?
Anderson? Didn't I tell you to fuck off?
Looks like
Yeah.
it's a good thing I didn't.
Looks like. My leg's busted, so I'm gonna need your help. Listen, there is a person out there with you invaded by something that we call the Shadow, and if you don't...
Taken. Yeah, I'll handle it.
Oh, she's not going to give us any more information. She's just like, all right, yeah, you know what it is. You do you. Fine. That's how we're rolling. That's how we're rolling. I will take extra meds. Not that I'm going to need them. I hope I don't need them, but I inevitably will.
Present. Ready. Crack. Brown. Logan, Brown. Logan.
One more shot.
Stop her.
That felt efficient in terms of ammo usage. We lost one bolt. But we got him killed and we got some of our ammo back. So I'm definitely not complaining about that.
All clear, Estevez.
I'm just going to keep, you know, looting the whole area. But you're going to need to give me some keys. I will loot your office first, though. Oh, hey. Anything more for me over here? No. It looks like we're kind of limited by that. Where am I going to get a map? There's a map. Okay. There's lower floors? Oh, jeez. I did not know there was a down in this place. Okay. We're doing this the hard way, then. So. There is a container in the toilets. There's supposedly a container here in the toilets. I'm not convinced there actually is. I think this may be another of, like, the game oddities.
I don't have the key.
We know that that's all locked. Let's go talk to Estevez.
That leg doesn't look good.
Feels even worse. But thanks for saving the rest of me. We should talk.
Yeah. Have you seen my partner?
Agent Casey?
Yeah, we found him. Out in the woods. He had a close encounter with the Shadow, and it did something to him.
Is he okay?
He's alive. We took him down to the morgue for an examination. Haven't heard anything since the attack.
Okay, well, what happened here?
What happened here?
Where to fucking start? We came to check out a system alert at Cauldron Lake, but it's worse than we could handle. Real boondoggle. The police, my own agents, most were invaded before we could even react.
Okay, well, what is the FBC doing
What
here?
did the FBC come here to do?
Bright Falls is the site of a recurring Altered World event. The Shadow is stronger than we expected. We're low on resources, problems at HQ. But we do have equipment for dealing with the shaded threat. We were just caught off guard before we could set it up.
Okay, well, what about Wake?
Where is Wake? I know what's going on here. Wake can fix this.
Alan Wake is a para-utilitarian. The word's a mouthful, so you know it's serious. We have him locked up in the holding cells per protocol. He's connected to the Shadow in some way.
Well, I need to
Estevez.
get the cells open.
I need to see Wake. How do I get into the cell block?
Okay.
Give me keys.
Protocols don't mean that much at this point anyway. Don't make me regret this, Anderson.
Of course not.
Until the power's back on, the door to the holding cells won't open. There's a fuse box downstairs in the basement. Here. You'll need these keys.
Back into the morgue, huh?
Nope.
Fantastic.
Into looting every other room in the place. Because that's what we do first. Okay. That container that was over the back. Is it over the back here? No, it's just a weird container. Right. Hello. So, definitely want the big shotgun. Might have to put some stuff down for it. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Alan Wake and Cult Connections Research Summary. In 2010, writer and suspected para-utilitarian Alan Wake was reported to have disappeared into Cauldron Lake, a known threshold site. 3 years later, a small group responsible for multiple killings was arrested in New York by federal investigators. The murders were recreations of deaths found in his writings. Interrogations with the murders revealed they saw Wake as a sort of prophet. Yes. It's now the second organization branding themselves as a cult with a direct physical connection to Alan Wake. And then emergency incident report for the lake house. Research facilities being compromised. Cause unknown. Okay. That's probably a DLC investigation. Don't forget A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3. I equals 9, J equals 0, K equals 1, L equals 2. Okay, so A through I. So what are we going to see nearby that has the password on it? I don't see anything super obvious, but it does have like a picture of a book. So I'm wondering if there's a book nearby that... Was that the clue? Was that the clue that just fell? That's going to be kind of awkward if that was the clue. Okay, let's have a look here. L temp would be 2, 5, and then it runs out. PRSA, P is way off the end. Unless it continues on. That's Westmore, Author Bastion, Author Quincy. So maybe just PRE. That'd be 6, 8, 5. 685 is a maybe. Clearly not that book. That just says don't touch. That has got the little book picture. unless it's WBQ. So that'd be 3, 2. Three, 2, 7. If it's the first letters of each of the things. Okay, it's not that simple. Or it's not that complicated. As the alternative. It's possible there is a single book. The solution in the details. Can't see the author of that. Oh, unless it's the other way around. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Okay. That's possible. Maybe it's slightly more complicated than it was. So that'd be 7, 2, 3. Hey, I feel so smart. Oh. Right. We probably don't have space to hold this.
I'm sure Sheriff Breaker wouldn't mind me borrowing
We
this.
do. We've got just enough space. All the guns. Right, well, now we probably don't need the small ones. We can probably find a place to put that down. I'm so happy I figured that out. That would have stumped me. Okay, we need to potentially go down into the basement. I would love to know what the actual container is here. There's definitely nothing to do there, and there's nothing behind here, so... Game, get your shit together. Supposedly there's a container at the end, but... Again, it is being weird. So, let's head back down into the morgue.
Did you read me, Anderson?
I read you. Have you had our frequency this entire time?
Eavesdropping is a big part of the job. But no, I got it from your partner. Anderson, look for a fuse to replace the blown out one in the fuse box. That should get the power going again.
Yeah.
Sure. Evidence room, bolt cutters, there's a cult. There's the cult stash. Let's head straight into maintenance. Oh wait, until the power's back on, this isn't proper maintenance, right? Shotgun, spare shotgun, even, comes in here. Spare med comes in here. The rest I think is probably fine. In fact, if I pull these two down, that's a bit better organised. Can I save? I can. Cool. Give me all the extras, and I will put them quite happily in my shoebox, which the shoebox is holding a lot. I mean, it is doing the heavy lifting of this. Before we go out into the mine place, weapon upgrades. Because we have a new shotgun. Auto fire? Stay on course. I think stay on course is the best for how we're going to use it.
The Taken rushed toward her, but Saga remained where she was, unmoving. She willed the pellets to stay on course, to hit the target. The Taken was closer. She waited. Closer. Still she waited. Until the very last moment.
Indeed. Wait until you see the whites of their eyes. So this whole area is a bit of an unknown. But we'll grab what we can. Let's make sure that the pistol's all fully loaded. Actually, I need to equip this. No, I need to equip it on quick slot. There we go. Bolt cutters.
Another cult stash?
What do we have? We have the line, the triangle with the thing through, and then a hexagon. Is this going to be specific boxes or cases to find? Okay, I'm not seeing anything obvious in terms of usage. So, let's think about points. Or lines. So, 1, 4, 1, 4, 6, maybe? Hey, that was easy.
The key? That's new.
The lighthouse key. Oh, we've got to go back to Watery now. So, first things first, Cult of the Tree. FBC file linking activity to wake. That's for the cult working with someone. Then we've got Wake and the clicker. The station has been attacked. Which allows us to put a couple of things on for Wake's status. The fuse box, we already know, is somewhere down here. Can't open it until the fuses
cell
are
door
sorted.
won't open without power.
That at least brings us up to date on that. Then the story. This is all still for later. So, cult stashes.
That's all the stashes.
We can finish this
These
off.
people were well prepared.
They were. Let's finish it off regardless. The fact that they had stashes in the police station. I mean, we already know that Thornton and Mulligan were part of it, but that's still a lot. Okay. Seeing as we've grabbed a few more things, let's clear out into the shoebox. So we don't need those extras. That still gives us 3. Still good. Someone might be struggling down here. It might be Wake. Another flare. I won't say no. Another flare. No, sorry. More arrows. Are these containers, like, lootable? Just I'm not able to understand how. Also, I can hear water. That makes me think there's an overlap nearby.
Stay the fuck!
Casey! Is that you?
Anderson?
Hold your fire! I'm coming in.
Carefully. Coming in carefully. In a moment, after I've looted the rest of the place. So medical storage, there's something ahead of us on the left. God, I hate the morgue. Extra bolts, because that's what you put in medical storage. Where's the painkillers? Nope, shotgun shells. No one needs painkillers in these parts. Is there even more in this corner, or is it... No, it's just the bit we've already seen. Even more bolts. Why would anyone keep crossbow bolts in a morgue? There are many questions. Right, we need the fuse to get that working. Hey!
Hey, Anderson. Like what I've done with the place?
Could use a bit more light.
Funny.
Good to see you, Casey. Let's just make sure there's nothing too odd.
Stay put, Casey. I'll let you know when it's safe.
I'm not going anywhere.
What have we got here? Injury report for Alex Casey. Subject seems physically weakened with some confusion about his whereabouts and events, maybe a concussion. Similar symptoms to those becoming shaded individuals. Exposure to the shadow is suspected, but not confirmed. Physical wounds minimal, light abrasions, possible mild concussion. Continued observation shows no signs of increased aggression in subject. Subject remains aware and coherent. A starkly different progression than other victims. Reasons for exceptional result unknown. Less severe exposure? Subject's resilience intentionally on the shadow's part? Requires further examination / testing. Could also be because he is that grizzled film noir detective.
How are you holding up?
Don't give me that worried look, Anderson. It's a flesh wound. Gave me a chance to have a nice chat about ex-wives with Kieran. Agent Estevez, I mean.
Making new friends, huh? I'm jealous. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's the situation on your end?
Well, What happened to you back at the hotel? Let's find out first.
What happened at the hotel?
Wake was telling the truth about the cult being after him. That thing, the dark presence, it's real too. I saw it. A fucked up monster cloud. Wake tried to warn me.
I mean, that,
Knocked
yeah,
me
it
out.
is.
FBC found me in the woods later.
Watery turned out to be a good lead. Found the clicker and the cult. But the horror story's changing reality. Like Wake said it would. Logan, she's, the story claims she died here. But we can stop it.
Wait, Saga. What do you, Logan is gone. She has been. For a long time.
Casey's affected by the horror story too. I'm fighting for them all now.
Don't worry. I've got this.
I'm gonna fix this, Casey. You, Logan, all of it. I just need to get the power back on first.
Yeah, give him hell, Anderson. Just remember, some things in life can't be fixed with a light switch.
Mm-hmm.
As for the power problem, here. I found a fuse on those poor bastards there.
Hey, Casey's still on our team.
I'll take care of it.
For now. I mean, for now is the obvious... Oh, I really hope I don't have to put a bolt in Casey's face. Look at that. That little blip right there in the wrong place.
Anderson, good news, bad news. You can get to the cell block now, but the shaded hostiles that were in there are on the loose.
Thanks for the heads up.
Are you coming, Casey? No. Missed. Whoop. Hit that one though. Sort out our flashlight now before it becomes a problem. That is a lot of dark.
More coming down.
That's alright. I'm using all my bolts against them. Where did you go? Oh, wait. I remember this thing.
Situation is under control, Estevez. Coming back up.
Copy.
Damn weird pond creatures. Overall, it's not bad. Okay, I think we head back up past maintenance. We potentially, actually no. Let's just take stock of what we've got here. We should get rid of that flare because we've got two. The extra bolts are nice. I would love more batteries, but we have to make do with what we've got. Now, is Estevez still shut in here?
Anderson, over here.
Made it out.
Behind the counter.
How did they get past you?
Got a little cramped in that closet.
So, can the FBC send back
Is the FBC sending any help?
We were the help. Well, us in the lake house. But we still have Bureau gear specifically engineered to fight this threat. It's stored in the backlot. We were setting it up when the Taken interrupted us. We have light arrays, a containment cell, etc., etc. We are not out of this fight yet.
Okay, so what's happened at the lake house?
What's at the lake house?
It's a Bureau research facility at Cauldron Lake set up to study the effects of this AWE. When I got into town, I went there for backup. The whole station is lost, taken by the Shadow. Lost a lot of agents. Barely got out myself.
Alright, well...
What's going on?
We had a hell of a time avoiding those Taken. Ended up back here. Anyway, I wanted to warn you that we have the Koskela brothers in the cells as well. They're the ringleaders of the Cult of the Tree. Don't let your guard down.
Wish me luck.
According to the Luck and Probability Department, it's statistically bad luck to wish people good luck during a crisis.
Thanks.
I love the Luck and Probability Department. It's amazing. I love the references.
Saga! Fucking FBI, FBC, you government fucks all fucking this up for us! Let us the fuck out!
You're the leaders of the cult. You're not going anywhere.
Can I open this up?
Everything.
And I
Get
will
rid
just
of him,
beat
Saga.
you up.
You fucking shut me. Typical government stooge.
Look
Me
at
out trying to
this.
Kill him, that fucker!
We've got a page.
You come to our town and act like...
Yeah, don't care.
Agent
Let's
Young
listen.
held his clipboard up to the light. The equipment was all accounted for. He ticked the boxes, satisfied. A noise on the other side of the back lot made him pause. He peered into the darkness. Nothing. Shrugging, he signed and dated the form. Estevez wanted everything ready, just in case. Young appreciated a cautious leader. Estevez had held it together even after the oldest house had gone dark.
Oh shit.
Young began to head inside. The local sheriff's station was a tight fit, but at least they had a coffee machine. Young felt optimistic. They even had the para-utilitarian in custody already. Another clatter behind him. Closer this time. He turned, hand on his holster. He called out to the darkness.
This station has been seized by the Federal Bureau of Control. You're not authorized to be here.
Suddenly, the lights flickered, went off. Young couldn't see a thing. Then from inside the station, the screams began.
Well, with the oldest house going dark, I wonder if that's during the events of Control or if that's a separate incident. We're going to check every one of these because there could be all kinds of stuff in. Can I just shoot you guys? I've got my crossbow right here. Point it, point it, point it. Can't point it. So sad.
I don't have the key.
I've got many keys. Hey.
Do you have it?
Well.
You wrote Logan into the story. You told me yourself. From the dark place.
Listen, Scratch is coming. He's close. He's almost here.
My daughter is dead because of you. She's a child. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm trying to fix this. I will fix this. I'll save everyone, but we're running out of time. I need the clicker.
I might happen to have your clicker.
I have the clicker. You will fix this. You will save my daughter. Promise me.
Yes, I promise. But we're out of time. Hurry!
I feel like this is a bad idea.
Don't fucking give it to him! He's a fucking monster, Saga! There it is. We've been waiting for you, motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking destroy you!
Oh shit. Whoa. That's definitely Scratch.
Shit. It's Scratch. He was pretending to be Wake. The plan is fucked. Estevez, come in. Scratch is here. How do I stop him?
Bad news. Containment unit isn't prepped, but the light array should affect him.
How do I activate the lights?
I can turn them on from here. But you need to climb
Oh, even the flare's doing nothing.
the glowing FBC generator cubes.
I was not listening to any of that, but I assume we've got these things. Let's try and get just far enough away from him. Go again.
There must be a way to slow him down.
That's not working. Maybe flashbangs? Maybe turn on the lights of the car. It does look like there's a couple of different cars around. Or these. That feels like it could be a thing.
Need to activate those cubes.
Do we have enough time? No.
He's too fast.
It might have to be the flares. I don't think that's actually working. Okay, so perhaps just shooting him enough is a way to slow him down. case. Ow. Get it activated.
Another core activated.
Oh, jeez. That took a while to figure that out. Jeez, and he's gone.
Scratcher's here. He'll be back. What the fuck do we do now?
Well, that was pretty epic. I need to do a very quick tweak on my audio because it has gone a little bit bubbly, which I will sort out now. There we go, much, much better. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. We're going to finish up there. It is a good point to finish this episode. Let's just push the button so that we're in the next area. But wow, what a turn up for the books. We're going to have to switch and do some of Alan Wake's story next. Thank you very much for coming along. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have enjoyed it, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Alan Wake 2. See you soon.
I'm so sorry.